Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Crusader Kings 2 Fall of the Western Roman Empire campaign. So this is not where we left off at the end of last episode. We were, I can't move this, oh there we go. For some reason, it won't let me use the keys to move the camera, but I can with the mouse. At the end of last episode, we were still embroiled with war with the Visigoths down in Hispania. And we were going to pick up with that battle or war today. However, I played through that bit and got to this point that you're seeing right now. And when I alt-tabbed out to look at name suggestions for her, the game crashed. And the first bit of the footage was corrupted. So I've lost like the first 15 minutes of this episode where we finished off the war. So I'm just going to recap that for you real quick, and then I'll kind of let you know where we're at the moment, and we can move forward. So obviously we were successful in our war. We gained these 3 provinces here. Our victory splintered the Visigoths into several factions because part of our war gave us, or part of our victory, I guess I should say, gave us the title of the Diocese of Visigothica. So the queen no longer held that title, and therefore could no longer have vassals of the like duke or governor rank. And so this is her current title now. She's a duchess, or it says she's a queen, but I think she's like a petty queen. Yeah. So effectively she's the same as like a duke or a duchess or a governor or governess. And this faction split off from her. Several of these did. And it's kind of unfortunate, actually, because it's going to make it a little bit harder for us to conquer moving forward with all these fragmented territories now. But we'll have to make do. We did, of course, get another title that we'll have to give away. And it's a pretty small title. If we look at the... Oh, not what I meant to click on. I'll just do it here. If we look at the de jure area, it's really just these 3 right here. So, yeah, just this. If we go out anywhere else, it's Telekinesis here, Telekinesis there, Galatia there, Lusitania down there, Baetica out here. So yeah, it's kind of just this little bit in the center there. So what I might do is give that title to somebody who's already in here. Now the issue is the guy who holds the duchy level 1, Celtiberia, or Celtiberia, is a heretic and obviously Visigothic, so he doesn't like us very much. He's zealous, we're the wrong religion, or he's the wrong religion, and a bunch of other stuff, so he just generally doesn't like us. This guy, however, is Romano-Hispanic and Nicene Christian, so he's a lot more friendly toward us. He's still got some issues with us, but not a ton. And so I could throw some money at him to make him even more favorable toward us, like so. And then what I'm thinking of doing is giving him the title, though he has probably the least claim on it if we look at territory. This guy here has, I think, probably the, not the wealthiest, but the province with the most potential. He, however, is the vassal of this guy, and this guy is... apparently he's his vassal as well. I feel like when I checked this earlier, he was not. But anyways, whoever I give the kingdom level title to, I think will, you know, obviously become greater than this, so I don't know that it matters. Anyways, that's something we'll have to sort out. We're currently still plotting against the Prince Archbishop Georgios, who is down here. We're trying to get that title away from him so that we can give it to somebody a little bit more loyal to us. And then what we'll have to do is, of course, make these people here that person's vassal whenever we get that kind of settled. What else? I decided not to go into another war immediately. The only one that's really available is we can attack this, what is this, like a duchy? Effectively a duchy. So we'll call it a duchy. We can attack these guys. It's going to cost me 500 gold for the conquest or the reconquest, we'd get these 3. Or we could go after one of these individual ones. We do have a truce with her, even though her title changed. We could go after Catalonia as well, though it's, again, going to cost me 500 for 2 provinces. Not really ideal. In 2 years, our truce with the Alemannians will end, and we can attack them. And so I think I'm going to kind of wait it out and go after them, because that's going to net us a lot more territory for that money. And then I've been continuing upgrades in various places. So I think in Milan, yeah, we went with some stables. And then, oh, also in Milan, I decided to build another city. That was expensive. And I immediately regretted doing it because I noticed that in Venice, there was a lot more building slots. I am probably going to wait until I hit about 3,000 gold. And then I'll go in for a castle here. And then I'll probably just repeat the same order once that's done. So castle, and then city, temple, castle again. So that gives us a nice balance. And then where we find ourselves now, our son had another daughter. So we've had another granddaughter. And she goes by, or the suggested name, I guess, is Constancy. So I wanted to do what I did with her elder sister, give her a third name. And so I'm basing that name, of course, off the mother and her dynasty. And somebody brought up a really good point when I named the older sister, is that I used a sort of like a male suffix or a masculine suffix. So Gasineus would have been for like a boy, but for a girl, it should have been Gasinea. So I'm going to make that fix here, and then I'll try to remember to go in and save edit her name at some point. So we'll have Petronia, Gasinea, Nepos, and Constantia, Gasinea, Nepos. There we go. Okay, and so they've had, what, 4 children now? Cool. So now it's kind of just a waiting game. We're going to see what goes down with our intrigue event here. I was going to actually look in and see if there's anybody I could bribe to join us. I only see 2. How much do I have to pay you? Sure, why not? What other offer is he considering? Hold on a second. This is being weird. Why wouldn't it let me right click now? Okay. Let's wait a couple days. Okay. You've converted somebody. Fantastic. I don't know why this is being so difficult right now. It won't let me right click on him. It's definitely been 4 days. Let's try this again. Where's the invite to plot option? It must have automatically invited him or something weird. I don't know. But then there was this guy up here. How much did he want? No, thank you. Alright, we're good enough. Got like 330 or something. It should go down soon, at least I hope. Let's get rid of some of these. Right. We also had some faction issues. I've been trying to sort of take down this independence faction in... Cool, recruitment drive. I've been trying to sort of take this apart. I believe the... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I thought it was an independence movement for... He was the original founder. So I thought Pannonia Inferior was going to be where they were trying to fight for independence, but it looks like just kind of across the empire there's people that want to splinter off into smaller factions. So what I was considering doing, and I'm glad I didn't do this now, is the Kingdom or the Diocese of Pannonia is a title that we can create. And so if things got bad and it looked like he was going to break away, I was going to create this title and then give it to the Duchess of Pannonia Superior to make him her vassal so that he wouldn't be my problem anymore. Now, I'm glad I didn't do that because it looks like it wasn't a localized thing. It was kind of just a global thing. But one thing I did do and I can keep the clock rolling while I talk about this, is I did allocate these guys as vassals to them. So these are part of duchies that aren't within the empire and never will be. So this one, for example, we're not going to conquer the rest of that land, and the same goes for this one. So I made him a vassal of Pannonia Superior, and I made him a vassal of Pannonia Inferior. So for right now, if we don't look at de jure, we just look at like current borders. He's in charge of all of this, and she is in charge of all of that. So it just made their duchy a little bit bigger by one each. But again, they were never going to be within their proper duchy, and so there wasn't really a way for me to make them their own thing, because I would have needed at least one of those titles, which just wasn't going to be possible. But by merging them with the other adjacent ones, I think it works out just fine. And as it happened, the relationship bonus I got from doing that was enough to remove him from that faction. And so somebody else took over. But apparently that person is over here. Was it this guy? No, it was like Narbo something. Right, we have like a lot of women that have come of age in our court, but not a lot of men. So I might need to invite a bunch so that we can continue kind of marrying people together, pairing them up. Let's see. Let's arrange a marriage for you. It's going to have to be with somebody noble. And I don't know that it matters beyond that. I'll try to find somebody relatively close in age, though. But obviously still young enough that they can have children, because otherwise what's the point? I guess her? She's 29, so that's about as close as we'll get. That'll have to be matrilineal. So there we go. And if needed, I can give him some land now. And that did form a new house. I'll probably go through and try to find a few more of those. Did this ever get converted, by the way? No. Still Manichean. So we'll have to leave him there a while longer. Also, at the beginning of the episode, my master of coin, I guess you could call it, or my treasurer, there wasn't one. So I appointed this guy, but he doesn't like me very much. Ooh, Duchess just formed an alliance with one of our governors. That's concerning. Luckily, well, she's very fond of us. How much money to make you fond of us? Sure, that's pretty inexpensive. Okay. But yeah, that does concern me, because that could cause problems if they become powerful enough to overthrow me, or at least powerful enough to think that they could and try to. You guys don't need to be there anymore. Seeks to kill a countess, huh? I don't know that I care. Well, let's actually check this first. So if we go to intrigue, known plots, oh my god, there's so many. I think that's him, right? No, just another guy that looks vaguely like him. You're trying to kill him, possibly. Well, hold on, let me throw some money her way. There we go. Positive relations again. I should probably put a stop to that, because that will create issues for us. So please end that plot, if you would. Countess, I mean, there's a lot of these I should probably try to stop. It's just, yeah, let's stop that one. Are you even in my faction? Throw some money your way, and I can't do anything about that. I probably shouldn't have bribed her. She's probably not even in our faction. You're trying to fabricate a claim. I don't really care about that. You're trying to kill a prefect. You're trying to kill somebody in... Yeah, I don't care about that. That's worrying. Let's see. So this guy was trying to fabricate a claim on something that we held. On the province of Cantabria. Could lock him up for that. There we are. So let's see. I don't see any reason why not to. Let's imprison him. We will revoke his title, obviously. And we'll ask for a ransom. Cool, that's fine. Now we have land we can distribute. And we'll give it to somebody who's the same religion and the same culture as us, because that benefits us the most. So where's that guy I just married off? It's gotta be in here somewhere. Probably further down. These guys all look like they're lords of something. No, I was right to be in the court. I don't know why I thought I was wrong. Where did he go? There he is. Cornelius. Congratulations, you get something Hispania. Yeah, that one. Okay. So he's got land now. And if anything happens and he dies before they have children, it comes back to me. Otherwise, it should stay within this new dynasty that we've formed under him. And he should be pretty loyal to us. And also is sort of the same culture. He's in the same culture group. Oh, he's Roman now. And apparently she's Roman now. I didn't recall either of them being Roman. I thought he was like Romano something. Maybe I'm thinking of this guy. Anyways, he's the right religion and the right culture, so that works out perfectly. And anything else like that we'll try to deal with similarly. Alright, finally. Prince Archbishop Georgios will soon be leaving the castle to go on a trip to the countryside with only a small guard. My co-conspirators have prepared an ambush and are only waiting for my signal to attack the carriage and abduct him. Let's do it. So, 80% chance to succeed, only a 5% chance that we fail and get discovered, so pretty safe bet here. And that's why I like doing the imprisonment versus the assassination, because it's very hard to fail miserably. So we've locked him away. Let's see what we can do here, because we need to get that title from him. Can I revoke it? So that shouldn't be a problem. Where is this? Is that also here? Yes. That's a bit of an issue still. Because I would very much like to just have him gone entirely. Now, his heir is somewhat fond of me. But I'd rather not make this... I suppose I have no choice. That is probably the wealthiest province. Pretty close. It is definitely the most powerful one. I was hoping to just have him out of the picture entirely. And I'd like to make this not an archbishopric, but like a... what is this level? Province. Right. So... it'd be nice to make this a castle. I don't know. I forget how to do that even. I don't know if I can. Well, let's revoke this title. Because there's nothing he can do about it. Then, how old are you? 72? I could probably... I mean, it's not worth pissing everybody off to do that. That's not worth it. How much would he pay in a ransom? 70 gold. Gold is always nice, but I could throw him in here and he would die pretty quickly. Let's do that. But I will need to figure out who I'm going to give that land to, because if I hold on to it, we're going to accrue a bunch of penalties. Cool. Oh, I should probably look into that. Hang on a second. We've got titles that can be usurped. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So that just broke up his land here. Will you join us peacefully? No? So he's got Barcelona, which is a pretty powerful place here. And Catalonia is actually quite large. Not that large. What can I do to this guy? He's not going to join. Foreign culture, he doesn't mind our religion, he just hates us because we usurped his title. So we can use the de jure claim, or we can claim it in somebody else's name. But I don't want to do that, because then it would become his. Yeah, no, let's claim it in the name of ourselves. And hopefully that'll remove him from the province. And I'm just going to see what I can muster in this area. My guess is probably not a lot. But we'll see what we can do, because I'd rather not have to worry about the logistics of shipping more troops over here. Alright, I'm going to see if... Oh, that's not nearly enough. Okay. Well then, let's call in my own personal troops, as well as... I guess we'll call in the 1st Legion. I don't think it's necessary to call in both. That should be more than enough. So that's another effectively 6,000. We'll need a couple of extra ships to get them there. Not too many though. I think that'll be enough. So, if you guys could just get to here. We'll ship the rest of our army over there to help out. I'm honestly surprised he was able to muster that many troops. I guess he does have several castles there. What's all this now? He's been released. Someone's trying to kill someone else. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Quickly now. Okay. That's more than enough. If you guys would just hop aboard, we'll deliver you to here, I guess. Good enough. You guys are going to get crushed, but that's fine. Cost me a little bit of war score. Let's just make sure they don't immediately jump out and grab anybody else. Hopefully we can... Yeah, I think we'll arrive well before this siege is over. I've asked everyone to meet here, but what I should do is probably march them down there to... What's going on? Are you guys marching through them? No, please don't do that. Okay. Go here. These boats can, of course, disband. And as soon as everybody arrives, we'll have you... Well, you can start marching now. We'll just divert everyone else to there. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets on my nerves, blah, blah, blah. My grandson. Yes, we want him to be patient. Patient is good. He also gains 1 intrigue. Nice. Yeah, he's shaping up to be a pretty solid character. More than solid, I should say. He's got a lot of potential. Which I'm glad. It means our careful breeding strategies are working. Somebody was trying to fabricate a claim there. I didn't quite catch who or why. But I'm not that concerned. We'll deal with it later if it becomes a problem. Can we hustle it up here, guys? Some kid just got sacrificed. Okay, so like way, way down the line, I guess. Got it. Well, nothing to be done. So what's happening here? Child lacks a guardian. Let's see. Right. He is the bastard son of our daughter, so our bastard grandson. We've already betrothed him to someone. The question is, who can bring him up? I already have one ward, and I don't know if I have room for a second. And this kid's gonna need one. But this kid isn't as important, I would argue. Well, that's not technically true because, of course, if something happens to the other grandson, this kid is eventually the heir, so we do want to make sure he gets brought up properly. But at the same time, he may not amount to anything if, the current course holds. Whereas this kid, we were going to, because he has no direct claims on any of our titles, we were going to make him a king in our empire somewhere. Because he's not as much of a threat unless we acknowledge him or something. And even then, he's still much further down the line than the brother of the heir. So again, he's less threatening. For now, I think I will assign him to myself. Though letting our son do it would probably be fine. I'll let him raise his son. His second son. We'll keep an eye on the bastard. How are we doing here? We still got plenty of time, so let's wait for this last group of slowpokes to arrive, and then we'll go crush them. Now, luckily, he pretty much vacated some of his, not all of them, not as many as I would have thought given the numbers he has. So go attack them. We can definitely assault this. That's going to slow us down a little bit. We can assault that, and that's going to slow us down a bit as well. Okay, well, not a huge issue. So, Barcelona will fall to us, and this is quite a powerful city. Or province, I should say. If the title goes to me versus him becoming my vassal, I don't think he'll become my vassal because he isn't anybody else's vassal. So if I get the claim on this, there's really nowhere for him to go other than to just leave. They're trying to arrange a marriage. You want to marry her. No, you're a bit old for her. We've also been raided. Of course, all my troops are gone. Fantastic. Let's call in everybody else in the area. That's enough. Let's have them meet here. You guys need to be a little bit smarter about how you navigate that. And hopefully we can get them before they cause too much damage. That also reminds me, we have... Oh wow, that's happening soon. We should probably try to end this war before then. I don't think we'll be able to do that though. Will you catch them? No. Oh, and a peasant revolt. Fantastic. Okay, well, I need you to go after them. And I need you to catch them, please. And then we'll go deal with the peasants. And now we've got this going on. Man, it's all happening. Luckily, we didn't really call in that many of our men. Like, we can still muster a lot of troops. We got over 10,000, almost 11,000, plus another 1,500 if we need them. And then obviously we can afford a lot of mercenaries if we need to do that. But let's kind of wait. There's no point in doing anything now. We'll play it as we see it. But I'd like to crush this army and then go deal with the peasants. If we ignore the peasants, the problem will get worse. So we should probably nip it in the bud before it does. And then we'll come back and deal with these guys again. Oh, more governors forming alliances. That is very concerning. Do we have any factions that are starting to threaten us? This independence faction is still a problem. Okay. Well. So that was you. Can I maybe kidnap you? There's a moderate chance of it. I think we're going to have to try. Because that faction needs to go away. And then if we go to here, we'll auto-invite. Let's make sure we get as many... Oh, wow, 75 from one person. Are you like his He is his spy master, so yeah, even his spy master's against him on this one. What about you? What kind of money is it going to take me to get 18%? Nice. How about you? 22, yeah, what the hell. Okay. Another 12 there. Another 7 here. 7 there. Not a lot of people on the fence. She is, though. 15, yeah, that's the minimum, so I'm very happy to pay that. Okay, that's the best we can do for now. We might accumulate more before it actually happens, but hopefully it happens soon. I don't want to be dealing with a faction trying to revolt on us or something while we're in the middle of all these other wars. As you grow older and older, your body gets weaker and weaker. The last few weeks have been particularly rough on you. You figure that your workload is causing you a lot of unnecessary stress, exhausting you and draining what energy you have. At this rate, I think I'll get sick, so we lose a bit of prestige, and there's a small chance we get ill. I have to work harder. Plus 10 prestige, but there's a, I guess, moderate chance that we get either ill or stressed, or we can try to ask for some help. We'll lose a lot of prestige for that, not that we can't afford it. And there is sort of a wide variety of traits that we could gain. That one seems the wisest, though this is sort of a safe bet. Let me look at your current traits. So patient, charitable, deceitful, just. Because like we could get diligent out of this, and diligent's a fantastic trait. Humble's not bad either. Gregarious is good. Trusting is not. And slothful is very bad. So this is a little bit risky. But there's also a pretty decent chance that we gain a good trait. So I'm going to roll the dice there. She's not going to be long for this world anyway, so if we pick up a bad trait this late, it's not the end of the world. Let's see. I don't think she gained any of them, unless it's going to resolve it later. Okay, so another child lacks a guardian. I'm going to ask his father to do that. Right here. Perfect. What's happening now? Oh, this guy died, just as I had hoped. Interesting. I forgot to deal with this, and they've already gone away. So let's just disband you. Did they get much? As much as they could, which wasn't a lot. That's not true. That was actually probably quite a bit. Loot protected by fort level 170. So they got what, like 42 or something? I don't know. Those numbers don't match these numbers. Oh, right. Those are unrelated. Yeah, I think they got like 41 or something. Not the end of the world, though. So, let's continue to try to resolve this. I am very concerned about the host. Where are you? If you don't mind me asking. It's not going to show me. I'd like to know where you are. Left click to pan to location. Okay. So, maybe here? On his way to us, potentially? Now, hosts are often quite large forces, so this could get real nasty. Granted, we can muster a lot of men of our own, so we might be able to match them still. But I don't relish the thought of having to fight this out, but there's not a lot we can do about it. I could have tried to assassinate him or something, but something tells me... Oh, perfect. Something tells me that we wouldn't have had a particularly good chance. We got him. Okay. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, so let's see. Kidnap. Hold on. Peasant revolt is over. We win. I'm glad we dealt with that straight away. Let's get back over here now. I'm trying to figure out this whole business. So, right. If I wanted to kill you, 63%. Kidnap. Not even showing. Because he's not a ruler, I guess. that why? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I suppose that is as good a place to end this as any. In the next episode, we'll see what this host has to offer, because they will arrive very soon, I imagine. And we'll be able to finish this war off. That will give us Barcelona, which, if I can, I will keep for myself, because this is potentially a very powerful town, and I'll try to upgrade it and whatnot. And then maybe the bastard that we're currently bringing up could take over here and eventually be like the King of Spain under the Roman Empire or something to that effect. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Crusader Kings 2 with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.